Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy. I'm the owner of Liberty Belle Coaching, and my life coaching certifications came through the Brave Thinking Institute. Well, this past week we had the Super Bowl, and there was a prophecy from Bob Jones from the 80s that said when the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, after that, there will be a great revival, the greatest revival the earth has ever seen. Now, the Chiefs have won the Super Bowl 3 times since that prophecy, and that prophecy came out in the early 1980s. So they won it in 2020, they won it in 2023, and they won it in 2024. The Great Revival did not break out in 2020. No, what else broke out? Yeah, the fake pandemic. In 2023, there was a revival going on at the same time as the Super Bowl, but the Ashbury revival started before the Super Bowl. It started 4 days before. So that doesn't line up with prophecy. And besides, that lasted several months and then it fizzled out. The greatest revival in human history is not going to fizzle out. So this remains to be seen if this is the year that this prophecy comes to pass. I knew about this prophecy before Sunday, the Super Bowl, and that night after the Chiefs won, I don't think I knew they won till the next day, but I pretty much had a feeling they were going to win. But that night I was talking to God and I asked him, what is going to happen, God? And then this answer came to me on Sunday, February 11th of 2024. And this is what he said. All hell is going to break loose. I mean, the grip of hell on earth will be loosed off from my nation. The haunting they perpetrated onto you will boomerang and slaughter themselves. The devastation will be prevalent and persistent. My vengeance will not draw back until it is finished, until it is complete. Some of the demonic rat-fangs will sleuth and slink away, only to be found by me. Their ignorance and denial of my capabilities were their downfall. Their demise is at hand. It will look like a massacre. It won't be pretty. To some, it will look horrific. Vengeance is not a pretty scene. People ignored that a consequence was coming, that it would catch up with them. The money is drying up. The landscape will change. The dynamics will go catawampas. Havoc will be wreaked everywhere. Stay close to me to weather the chaotic turmoil. I am your rock. I am your shelter. I am the great I am. Amen. God is telling us his vengeance is here. He is going to find all of these demonic rat things. I love how God talks to me. He talks to me in a way that I really get a kick out of it. And he says these rat things will sleuth and slink away. And to sleuth means to follow a trail, and to slink is to sneak. So they think they're gonna sleuth and slink away. They think they're gonna sneak away, but they don't know, or else they forgot that God is all-seeing, all-knowing. He knows where they are. He knows what they're up to. They're not fooling him. He'll find them. It makes sense to me that he would talk about these people are going to get a consequence, because I'm a parent educator. And of course, I talked about consequences with the parents, how important it is to use consequences with their children, because if you don't give them a consequence, then their misbehavior will just keep going and going and going. And so God is saying people ignored that a consequence was coming. They thought they were going to escape the consequence. They thought their demonic rulers were going to protect them. No, their demonic rulers are getting their vengeance from God, just like they're going to get it. And to go cattywampus, it says the dynamics of the money drying up is going to make everything go cattywampus. And this is out of alignment, crooked, fierce, destructive. I'm hearing from certain people that the US dollar is going to drop in value. Of course, it's been dropping in value since the 70s when Nixon took us off the gold standard. Our money has less value and less value. The more they print money out of thin air, the less value our money has, because there's more money out there and it's less value then. And it's not backed by anything. There's no gold backing it up. It's just, let's print more and put it into the economy, put it into the world. Now, the BRICS nations are not using the US dollar to trade in anymore, and that's 70% of the population. That's a big chunk of the population not using the US dollar, and they're going to come against the US dollar stronger, and it's going to cause the downfall of the dollar. We're going to have some major drops in the value of the dollar. The money is drying up, he says, because in order to take down this demonic system that's ruling the world, we have to cripple the US dollar. They're using the US dollar to pay off, to bribe, to blackmail. And in order to take their control away, they have to take their control mechanism away, which is the US dollar. So chaos. So what's happened this week? Supposedly in the Super Bowl parade, there was some sort of situation. And I'm seeing things that, of course, it's just a big fake situation. That remains to be seen. But if you start watching the interviews, these people are just actors. They're interviewing supposed bystanders of the whole situation. What a crock of crap. They are just lying. That's all it is. They're just lying. Okay, now the next day, God added some more to this that I want to tell you about. And this was on Monday, February 12th, just a part of it. He said, the fireworks are about to begin. The greatest show on earth has begun. Hold on to your faith. You're going to need it as the world turns bleak. And bleak means to be gloomy and dark and melancholy. So things are going to look worse. We're already seeing that. We're already seeing that. So our job is to stay in faith that God is taking care of us, that God is saving America, and not to fall into all the fear like, oh no, there's another shooting and now what? And no, don't go into that space. Don't go into fretting and fussing about what they're up to. Pray, thank God for saving us. Rebuke the evil going on in the world. If you can't get out of your high alert state, get in touch with me and we'll do Compassion Key, because what's happening is these events that you're seeing on the mainstream media are triggering old wounds inside of you. And so you're overreacting. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to stress yourself out in that way. We can heal those wounds. So when you see these things on the mainstream media, you can respond to them like I do. Well, that's probably a big fat lie. Oh, well, look what they're doing now. Oh, they're trying to scare us. They're trying to create more chaos. They're trying to get more mayhem going. They use all of these words in their newscasts to implant it and manipulate us. Got to rebuke it and just say, you know what? There they are lying again. There they are creating, what looks like chaos. And God says he is our rock. He is our shelter. He is the great I am. So as things turn more bleak, stay close to God and just network with your Christian friends. Pray together for this nation. Pray together for the world. Okay, I think that's everything for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.